Hey friends, welcome back to the Wolf Odyssey. Today we are diving into something super important, food drive. What is it, why it matters, and how to level up with a super simple training hack called scatter feeding. This is one of my favorite ways to make training more natural, fun, and science-backed without turning it into a boring lecture. So grab your dogs, grab some kibble, or, eggs if your dog is a bit fancier. We'll talk about that later. And let's get into it. So here's the deal. Food just isn't snacks. There's some science behind it. In behavioral terms, food can be a primary reinforcer, meaning your dog's brain literally is wired to care about it. It satisfies a basic biological need. No lessons required. But some dogs, especially our more refined brunch once a day type of dogs, don't come out of the box with a huge food drive. That's okay. Building food drive just means increasing their motivation to work for food, which makes learning faster, training more fun, and reinforcement a way more effective. And here's the cool, nerdy part. When your dog earns food through training, it lights up their dopamine system. Basically, their brain goes, heck yeah, every time they get it right. More dopamine equals more focus, engagement, and better memory. This is that operant and classical conditioning magic in action. Food drive isn't just about obedience, it's about emotional balance. When a dog works for food, they activate what's called the seeking system in the brain. That's curiosity, optimism, and goal-directed behavior all rolled into one. So basically, we're helping our dogs feel more confident, calm, and connected, all with snacks. That's therapy, but crunchier. Now, let's talk scatter feeding. It's enrichment, decompression, and training all in one. Scatter feeding taps into your dog's natural foraging instincts. Dogs evolved to work for food, sniffing, scavenging, problem solving. When we scatter food on the ground, we're engaging their brain's biggest superpower, their nose. Sniffing actually lowers arousal levels and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, aka the rest and digest mode. Think of it as yoga for your dog, but instead of a mat, you've got kibble in the grass. It's especially great for anxious, reactive, or high energy dogs because it builds calm focus, frustration tolerance, and even impulse control. Basically, sniffing out food teaches patience and persistence. Two things most of us could probably work on too. Okay, let's get practical. If your dog is like, hey, not really interested in the kibble, no worries, you can spice it up. Try some tasty toppers. I love Bocce's or Vital Essential toppers. They coat the kibble nicely and they make it smell interesting and irresistible. Or go for full gourmet like I have today. Scrambled eggs mixed in a splash of, bone broth, that's safe for dogs, of course, and mix it in with the kibble as you see here. All right, we're gonna start indoors first, but I'm gonna show you outdoors with my dog since they have some practice. You can use a towel or a sheet pan to avoid turning your floor into a buffet line. Take a handful of food and you're gonna sprinkle it on the floor and you're gonna say the magic phrase, find it. Or if you wanna get creative, you can be like, sniff it, scavenge baby, whatever. All right, and then you can point your hand down to help them find where all the little pieces are. And when they're done, you're gonna repeat it with another handful. Find it. Yeah, right there. Good job. Good job. Very good. Find it. Get those kibble right there. If they're into it, awesome. You can start taking it outside. Pick a short grass area, scatter the kibble, and keep saying, find it, or whatever phrase that you're using. So you can start linking that word with the fun search game. And if your dog's like, nah, I'd rather DoorDash it, try feeding a few pieces from your hand first to get the party started. Every dog warms up at their own pace, right, Luca? Yeah. Or you can go like this. Here. And then drop it. Okay, so to recap, food drive equals motivation plus learning plus confidence. Scatter feeding equals enrichment plus decompression plus bonding. This week, you're gonna practice your Find It games for at least one of their meals a day. If you wanna do it for both or a couple times a day, great. Next time, we'll talk about leveling it up with a little more food puzzles, outdoor searches, gradually weaning off the toppers. The goal, a dog who's motivated, calm, and ready to learn. And a human who doesn't have to beg their dog to care about the kibble. All right, team, go and scatter some snacks, and I will see you in the next Wolf Odyssey adventure.